Hello and welcome to another Hornsey Broadway video. This is the Heljan Model Rail Class 11, and what we're going to do first of all is take the wheels out. A little bit of a tricky job. There are 6 horn block caps on the bottom that need removing, the brake rigging, and then there's 3 screws holding the keep plate in. So just by gently prising the brake rigging away from the inside of the frames, releases the assembly, and then we've just got to pull it away without trying to break the sandpipes. Turn it around and do the other side. Just a little bit of persuasion on the inside of the frames. And they come away reasonably easy. Reassembly is a little bit fiddly, but it's not one of the worst jobs I've had to do. So that's the 2 sets of brake rigging removed. The 6 horn block keep plates they're just plugged in like so. Held in with 2 little pips. So do that 6 times and then the keep plate can be taken off. With the brake rigging and the horn block keep plates out of the way, 3 screws, release the keep plate. 1, 2, 3. And then that can just be carefully prised out. So with that out of the way, we can then remove the wheel sets, thus. The nice thing about this conversion is we don't have to mess around with the quartering, so we're leaving the cranks on the axles. So I'm just going to take the rods off now. It's just a case now of removing the rods. And again, held on with 6 hexagon headed screws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The screws bottom out nicely onto the cranks, which means that they don't come loose once you've bottomed them out and tightened them up. But that's all part of the reassembly. As far as I know, there are no replacement wheel sets for EM or P4. So with the usual Hornsey method, what we tend to do is just reprofile the flanges in the lathe. The wheels at the moment are 2.75 on average wide, and the chunky flanges are about 1 mil. The space between the frames is 21.2, which is a bit unfortunate because if you spread your wheels out to a 16.5 back to back and then add on your 2.75 width of the wheel and the 2.75 width of that wheel, the total comes to 22 mil, which is too wide to fit back in the frames. So as far as I know, there's no replacement wheel sets available, but the flanges are a chunky 1mm. So with the normal procedure of conversion of locomotives and rolling stock at Hornsey Broadway, and with the EM gauge 70s brigade, we tend to take the flanges down to a more realistic 1/2 mil. So if you've got access to a lathe, ideal, or if you know somebody, then that's the way forward, and then that makes this conversion very simple. Bring the video to a close now before some of you fall asleep, but I hope that it's proved interesting, and it just shows that you don't have to buy expensive replacement wheel sets to model in EM gauge. You can see on the screen the wheel sets with the chunky flanges before reprofiling, and I'll also put another picture up so you can see what they look like afterwards and re-gauged to EM with a flange width of about 0.5mm and a flange depth of 0.5, and this seems to be a successful recipe, and everything runs through our point work quite nicely. I wouldn't normally say like or subscribe, but it'd be interesting to have some feedback. If you do like the video, just give it a thumbs up. And if anybody would like to see the reassembly process, I could maybe get around to doing that as well. So thank you ever so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Cheers for now.